We finally arrived at the KOA in St. George, Utah. It was a beautiful drive from Grand Junction. Tomorrow we're going to go to Snow Canyon State Park. We're really looking forward to that. See you in the morning. We have made it to Snow Canyon State Park. It's just outside the town of St. George. There is no shortage of things to do here. Our first stop is the lava tubes, a fascinating hike that leads us to the entrance of ancient volcanic tunnels. And of course, Oliver finds more friends on the trail. The views on this hike were absolutely wonderful, and trust me, the video doesn't even come close to capturing the true colors of those rock cliffs. The hike down to the lava tubes is a round trip of about 2.5 miles, with some steep elevation changes along the way.
Here's Keith heading into the lava tunnel.
I decided to climb down into one of the lava tubes, and it was absolutely incredible seeing them up close. Robin may not have been thrilled about watching her not-so-nimble husband scramble down there, but a few scratches were a small price to pay for the experience. Inside the lava tube is around 10 to 20 degrees cooler, making it feel like you're walking into an air-conditioned room.
Get your shot.
I know I'm not very graceful, but I did make it up that ledge. If I'm going to keep tackling hikes like this, I've definitely got to get some work done on my fitness routine.
Careful, baby.
After the long hike, little Oliver was in serious need of a water break. You got to keep the pup hydrated.
I just love seeing that little tail section.
As you can tell, the hike was starting to catch up with him. His little legs were getting tired, so of course Papa stepped up and carried him for a while so he could get some rest. Because of course that's what Papas do.
I don't know how far it is to the other one.
We are now headed to Jenny's Canyon. We saw a tortoise on the trail. Many Mojave Desert tortoises live in Snow Canyon. Tortoises range in size from a dollar coin to a volleyball. They spend about 85% of their lives underground in burrows but emerge to feed. The short walk delivers a surprisingly dramatic slot canyon experience. The sandstone walls close in around you, and despite how easy the trail is to reach, it feels wonderfully remote and worlds away from everyday life. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can hear kids in the background, their voices echoing all around. The Pioneer Names Trail passes a canyon wall that was written on by early St. George settlers as early as 1881. The names were written in wagon axle grease and have remained protected by the arch that sits over them. When we returned to our campsite, we visited a historic structure on the KOA property that is part of the Harrisburg ghost town. It was one of the few remaining structures of the old town of Harrisburg, and it sits on the KOA property. The town was once known as Cottonwood for the creek which flows into nearby Quail Creek. This structure is the Orson Adams House. Constructed in 1864, the two-room stone building was occupied by Orson B. Adams, his wife, 2 sons, and 2 granddaughters. The Orson B. Adams House is the most intact structure remaining in the small pioneering community. It is pretty remarkable that a piece of 1860s Pioneer, Utah is right there on the campground property. After visiting the old house, we figured it was the perfect opportunity to do some laundry, so we headed back to the van to grab everything we needed. Our spot was tucked under beautiful shade trees, with incredible views on both sides of us. The whole place has a calm, peaceful energy, and everyone we ran into was so friendly and welcoming. Well guys, we're having more problems with our lights. It's not all of them, it's just a section that's over the driver's side chair. It's where the drop down desk is. So I got a hold of Nuvo today, and we're going to take the van in tomorrow morning at 8:30. We're in St. George, and Las Vegas is about 2 hours away, and that's where their manufacturing plant is. So we're going to get up in the morning, early in the morning, and take it there, and hopefully we'll get everything worked out, and hopefully they can figure out what the problem is. Well, stay tuned, and we'll let you know what happens. We arrived at the Nuvo headquarters at 8:30 a.m. and they got us in right away. We patiently stayed in the waiting area as they worked on the van. I am very grateful that they were able to get us in before the open house on Saturday. A complete inspection was done, and they discovered that a screw had damaged some of the wiring, leaving it slightly frayed, which turned out to be the culprit behind the on and off again issues. They ran entirely new wiring to fix the problem and had everything wrapped up around 2 p.m. Alan and Henry were especially helpful and great to work with throughout the whole process. We are now headed to our Red Rock Canyon campsite.
Hi guys, we've made it to our Red Rock Canyon campsite. Tomorrow we'll be taking a 13-mile scenic drive through the Red Rock Canyon. See you in the morning.
It is a beautiful drive through the canyon. The canyon's signature feature is its dramatic calico hills, massive sandstone cliffs and bluffs that glow red, orange, and cream from iron oxide deposits. Tonight is our last night at Red Rock Canyon Campground. This Nuvo van belongs to Jody. She just purchased it a couple of days ago. It was great meeting Jody and seeing how happy she was with her new van. The views here have been wonderful, and we're already hoping to make it back again someday.
Hi everybody. We have really enjoyed our time here at the Red Rock Canyon Campground. I have loved the peace and solitude out here.
And tomorrow we're headed to Lake Mead National Recreation Campground in preparation for the Nuvo open house. The attendees will be staying at Lake Mead, and we're looking forward to meeting everyone there. So stay tuned, and we'll have more footage of the Nuvo open house.
Bye.
Bye.